hope everyone's having a great day. Today I'm here with a book review. I know, super random, not a video that you would normally see on my channel, but I just had to do this because I felt the need to put this out there because you guys are going to get so much value out of this. So quick background, as a child I used to read a lot of books, a lot of them, to the point where if I finished one book, I would need the next one ready to go, otherwise I'd feel really lost without a book. And then over time technology happened and I just became glued to my phone, as most of us are today. And just a few weeks ago I thought of restarting this hobby of reading, and I went ahead to Crossword and I picked up a few self-development books. I have always been a fiction reader, and I thought it was time to venture into this non-fiction territory, and I'm so happy that I did. I picked up quite a few books, and there is one in particular that has absolutely topped my list, like of the best books I've ever read. No exaggeration whatsoever, and that is The 5 AM Club by Robin Sharma. Now, I am an absolute night owl. Like, I have been a night owl all my life, and getting up at 5 AM is not something that I ever envisioned myself doing. I'm not saying I do it right now, but I am trying to get there. But this particular book has so much to offer you guys. Obviously, I'm not going to be here and ramble on and on about everything it has to offer, but the best part about the book is if you're someone who, like me, likes reading fiction, then it's actually written like a story. So there's characters involved and it's written really well. So it manages to grab your attention right from the start. Like, the start itself is super dramatic. Now, this particular book has a lot of frameworks given within it. So these frameworks can actually flexibly be applied into your own life. And I actually learned so much from reading this book. One thing that definitely caught my attention and I find is so true is this line that he wrote, which goes something like this. It says that addiction to distraction is the end of your creativity. Something along those lines, which I find so true. Like, personally, I have noticed that, sometimes I'm just sitting around and I'm bored. I pick up my phone and I start scrolling on Instagram. And that, we all know, is a bottomless pit, right? And I go on and on and on. And by the time I'm done with my 5-10 minute session of staring at Instagram, sometimes that even goes on to 20 minutes, I feel drained. I really do. So it's very true that our addiction to our phones, our addiction to distraction, it really hampers our ability to think clearly, to be able to produce great things. So that is one lesson that I learned from there. Apart from that, one more thing that I found very interesting about this book was how it completely changed my mindset about the whole, it takes a certain amount of time to instill a habit. So all my life I had heard that it takes 21 days to make or break a habit, and that's why we've seen a lot of these challenges go on. I have actually done a 21-day challenge myself a couple of years ago, if I'm not wrong, on Instagram. And I always thought that that was all it took, that I could do something for 3 weeks and then it would become a lifelong habit. But Robin Sharma has actually put it very beautifully, and he says that no, it takes at least 66 days for something to become a habit. And he breaks these 66 days into 3 different phases of 22 days each. So the first phase he refers to as destruction. So it's like a destruction of your current habits. Say, for example, you're someone who wants to try to get up early, but you're someone who goes to bed late, or you just keep hitting the snooze button. So for the first 22 days, you're going to be destroying that habit by forcing yourself to get out of bed as soon as the alarm rings, right? So that is the destruction phase. The next phase of this habit building protocol is installation. So in the next 22 days, what you're going to do is install this new habit of waking up, right? So he says that the first 22 days are going to be hard, but the next 22 are going to be even harder, but you have to push through that phase. And then stage 3 is your last 22 days, which is going to be your integration. This is where you integrate that habit into your life. So he says, don't give up after a month of trying to do something, or even 2 months after trying to do something. These habits really take a lot of time to install. Just as you spend, say, 20 plus years of your life behaving a certain way, obviously these changes are not going to happen overnight, correct? So this is an example of one framework given in the book. Apart from that, they also have a lot of tips and tricks mentioned about how you can go about making these changes in your lives. So it's not just random frameworks that you can't relate to, it's actually very simply put, and I'm pretty sure you guys will be able to use it in one way or the other in any aspect of your life. This book is definitely going to help everybody who reads it. I'm really not exaggerating, like I cannot stress on this enough. This book is going to change your life. I don't think I have ever read a book twice in my entire life, but this book I am definitely going to read again because I just can't get enough of it. Like I feel like I've started implementing one or two of these frameworks within the book, but there's also so much more that I haven't been able to. Also, the best part about getting this book is at the end of it. So the author actually has made a few resources available to anyone who reads this book on his website. So basically there's 4 different resources. Number 1 is the 5 a.m. habit installer. It's an app that helps you track your daily progress over the next 66 days so that waking up at 5 a.m. just becomes automatic for you. The second resource is the 5 a.m. Club Challenge, within which you will receive 2 months of content-rich and enormously practical coaching videos, mentoring encouragement, and fast shots of inspiration from Robin Sharma, so you stay with your commitment. The third one is the 5 a.m. Club Morning Mastery Meditations. So in order to help you, start your day off on a calm, composed note, they have put together a series of guided meditations for you to run through each morning so you can optimize your mindset. And the last resource in here is the Secret Lost Chapter, which is very interesting. In a blaze of creative 5:01 early morning, the author wrote an alternate and most unexpected final chapter to this book. So this is a little bit of a dramatic end over here. So I think it's great that your journey doesn't end when you finish reading this book. There is so much more to offer. I have yet to go ahead and download that app and implement that. But I just want to tell you that if you're looking for a book to read, please do consider this one because it's absolutely worth it. Even if you're somebody who doesn't like reading books, I know there are a lot of people out there who go like, I just cannot read a book. I highly recommend just giving this one a chance because if you don't read this, I feel like you're really missing out on things. Anyway, this is where I'm going to end my video. Hopefully you all liked it. If you did, please be sure to let me know. I will be sharing more books with you all as I get through them. If there's any book that I feel like you guys really need to read, I will mention it for sure. But for now, go ahead, get this book. It's brilliant. You're going to thank me once you get it. Alright guys, then that is it for today and I will see you in the next one. Bye!